By the end of today's episode, we could be automatically promoted to the J2 League, we could be promoted to the J2 League by finishing second, or Monday's episode might be the playoffs. Please not the playoffs. Okay, as you can see by the table over here, we are currently top of the table. We've not been in imperious form, as you can tell by these two little draws here, but we'll get to the schedule in a moment. We have Iwaki in today's episode and Reinberg, who are 16th. Iwaki 3rd, Reinberg 16th. Iwaki is their next game. We're away from home. Basically, the situation we're in, we are 2 points ahead of Iwaki with a far superior goal difference. If we don't lose against Iwaki, a draw will be fine. Then we will get promoted to the J2 League. If we want to win the J3 League, then we're probably going to have to win both of today's episodes. This game against Iwaki is massive. This episode is massive because if we get promoted to the J2 League, our reputation as a manager goes up. Other clubs might want us. We could end up in the J1 League. We could end up staying at Fukushima and seeing how we do in the J2 League with them. The possibilities are endless. But let's get into the schedule because, as I say, it hasn't been imperious form. The last time he was with me yesterday was for Imabari and Osaka. Since then, we played Kitakyushu in the league and won 3-1 in that game. And you look at the statistics, there's pretty much a familiar pattern arriving where we don't necessarily deserve to win. This was quite a close game. I think when you look at the stats as a whole, a draw probably would have been a fair result. But we took the lead with Takagi after 3 minutes, but then we conceded another goal in single-digit figures for them to equalise 2 minutes later for 1-1. But then Takagi and Sakada later on getting goals, giving us a 3-1 lead. They did have a goal disallowed in the 89th minute. But a 3-1 win, whether we deserved it entirely or not, don't matter, we'll take it. Then we played Ehime. This was at home, a 2-1 win against them. And again, you look at the stats and did we deserve it? I mean, possession-wise, absolutely not. Passes completed, absolutely not. We had the better XG. We had more shots on target, more shots on goal. So, again, you could probably say that was another result that if we'd got a draw, going by the stats, we probably would have had to accept it. They took the lead through Matsuda. We then hit back with Akiyama in the 84th minute and then Pufflet in the 89th minute. Then we played Iwate, a 1-1 draw away from home in front of less than 1,000 people as well, by the way. Again, look at stats. They had more shots on goal, more shots on target. Their XG wasn't as good as ours, but they absolutely dominated us for possession. We took the lead through Omeda in the 31st minute and then Murakami in the 54th minute made it 1-1. Yeah, I mean, disappointed not to have won it, but, you know, if we did win it, we basically would have been promoted. Same with this game. And again, Ryuku, more shots on target, more shots on goal, a much better XG. We actually had more of the possession in this game, but they had better passes completed. One thing I really do want to look at for next season is trying to improve our passing. Now, one thing I have looked at is at our tactic, we do actually have it turned on to pass into space, which we're going to turn that off and put work ball into box on for this one and put passing directness down to standard in the hope that that does help us improve our pass completion percentage a little bit because, you know, I keep having a go at them because they're giving the ball away a lot, but a lot of them do come from playing them longer passes that, you know, we're basically asking them to do. So, yeah, we'll leave that as that is. So, yeah, that's the schedule. If we then look at the league, as we've already seen, we are top of the table. We're 1 point ahead of Brian Vecker. We are 2 points ahead of Iwaki and Toyama. They have an outside chance of getting an automatic promotion place, as do Mito. And what's actually quite nice is that Mito and Brian Vecker play each other the same time we're playing Iwaki. So the hope is that Mito can get something from Brian Vecker. They are the home team as well. If they can get something from there, then, you know, especially even if it's a win, you know, that would help us out greatly in terms of Brian Vecker catching us. But it does also mean that it would bring Mito into the mix a lot more. Right, I am delaying and delaying and delaying because I'm just so nervous about this game. Our league is ranked 21 in this little section here. I don't think this is the in the world, but Saudi Arabia, their professional league is rated first. The fact that our J1 league is behind the Saudi Pro League, I think, says quite a bit. South Korea is third. Right, enough waffling. Let's get into the game. These are the fixtures for today. Toyama, we probably need to have a look at as well. Who are they playing? They're at home against Nimatsu, who are pretty much already relegated. They could still get into that playoff spot. But yeah, Toyama should be able to beat them. And we're not going to take Reinberg lightly either, because bearing in mind we've played Osaka recently, Namatsu we struggled against. You know, it doesn't always go according to plan. Right, opposition instructions are turned on. Iwaki are up next. We have injury concerns. Iwabuchi is still carrying a slight injury. Comes back in 2 days' time, but we've got him on the bench just in case we need to bring him on to help out here. And yeah, we've got Yoshimaru in goal, Akiyama left back, Okinawa right back, Lee and Jay and Amori in the centre, Kamimura and Mishima in the centre of midfield, with Fujioka and Sakada out wide, Takagi and Pufflet up top. Actually, we are going to make a change because Kojima's come. I didn't realise he was fit again because he had been out injured. So he's back in, and he's our top assist maker as well. So we really do need a game from him. Like I say, Iwabuchi on the bench as well. Kato Umeda is out for the rest of the season. He's picked up a damaged knee cartilage injury, so he's out for 5 to 7 weeks. That's him done for the season. So if we do get into the playoffs, then we'll have to do it without him, basically. Right, you can probably sense how nervous I am. Hopefully the team don't pick up on that. Hopefully I've been having to do a lot of team talks recently. I haven't had to do one for this game, but I have had to do quite a few recently, and I hate doing team talks. Here's Iwaki. Only one win in their last 5 games, which is good for us. Let's get into it. And yeah, this is massive. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. And I've actually been doing a little bit of research as well about Iwaki and Fukushima and all that. And from what I've seen online, and I apologise if I've got this wrong, Sakada with a free kick, it's been saved. Fukushima is actually the place in Japan where they had the nuclear explosion, which I wondered why Fukushima sounded familiar, and now I know why. Iwaki is actually in the city of Fukushima. So it was quite interesting reading up on it, I must admit, learning new things and all that. It never hurts to broaden your horizons, and that's probably something I need to be doing with this Unemployed Journeyman, is when we go to new countries, just researching about the area we're in and just educating myself, I suppose. But yeah, only that highlight that we've had so far. Both teams have had 1 shot on target. Iwaki have had more shots at goal and are dominating possession. I mean, our pass completion is up to 90%, so maybe the changes we've made has helped. But it's a goalless first half, which, to be fair, if it finishes goalless, I won't be unhappy about it. What we will do is we'll have a look. Toyama are up in second. So Brian Vec, I think, are actually losing. I mean, if you look at that, you've got Toyama, Brian Vecca, Iwaki, Mito, all on 65 points, with us on 67. If all of that stays the same, we would only need a draw against Reinberg on the last game of the season to win the league. That is mad. I mean, we're still a long way from that happening, obviously, so we've still got another half of football to play. But here comes Iwaki. We win the ball back. Akiyama has it, and he's just giving it straight away again. Oh, I hate it. I hate how useless we are with our passing. The ball into the box, and it's 1-0 to Iwaki. Of course it is. Oh, and that has all come again from us playing that pass that's just gone straight to the opponent, not even anywhere near one of our own players. Right, we need to go attacking, I think. We've got to try and at least get something from this game. We can't lose this game. We simply can't. We've got to get something from it, boys. Come on. So the next highlight starts with Iwaki, and they've gone past us. It's 2-0. Oh, Yoshimaru saved it. The boy is turning into a bit of a hero lately with some of his performances. Right, we're going to have to bring Iwabuchi on. Remove Sakada here. Take Fujioka off for Iwabuchi. I'm tempted to take Sakada off. It's only because he's their top goal scorer. Pufflet can come off for Miyazaki as well. And let's get a goal, please. We only need that one goal at the moment. Iwaki are going top of the table. And we just can't seem to do anything. We really can't. Mashida can come on for Mishima. Kojima's having a nightmare, so we bring Akaniwa on instead for him. I was going to bring Sawakami on, but I don't think he's the answer in place of Sakada, to be honest. Come on, boys, just get a goal. At least have a shot on target. I mean, that's been won since like the first minute of the game almost. And a terrible goal kick. Instead of going short, he's gone long and given it away. Oh, they've hit the post. We've put it out for a corner. Can we win the ball back at the corner and get a goal on the counter-attack? That would be delightful. So Iwaki will eventually take the corner when they get round to it. I mean, I think they're having a cup of tea at the moment. I mean, seriously, ref, how long do you have to leave it before you actually start to think of time wasting? Right, we've won the ball back, but just punted it into nowhere. What's happened there? Oh, it's just gone out for a throw-in. Right, last throw of the dice in the last couple of minutes. Sawakami can come on. Might as well, I suppose. 5 minutes of time to be added on. We have looked absolutely toothless in this game. Oh, that has been a terrible performance. We've lost 1-0 to Iwaki. A game that we can't really afford to lose. We've gone and lost. And we are second in the table. I mean, if we finish there, I'll take it. Basically, if we beat Reinberg as 16th, we are automatically promoted. And I don't care whether it's second or first. But we're now in a position where a draw against Reinberg is not necessarily enough to get us promoted. Right, let's get to the game against Reinberg. Right, the mission's simple. Win and we're promoted. Anything less and we're probably not. So I can't imagine Toyama, Brian Vecker and Mito all failing to win a game. Brian Vecker against Totori, who are basically relegated. Brian Vecker, oh, I've already done them. Toyama, sorry. They are against Roylek away from home. Roylek ain't bad, to be fair. Mito, on the other hand, they're against Nagano, who are also not bad. They're 8th. They have been in the playoff places, and they know that if they get a win, they could still nick 6th place. Roylek too far away, considering the goal difference as well. Anyway, and Totori, like I said, they've got nothing to play for. They're basically relegated. They're at least in the playoffs. The only thing they've got to play for is if they draw, they can be away from Namatsu, but with the goal difference. I mean, Namatsu's got minus 52 goal difference. Right, this is all or nothing, folks. Let's get into it. Turn the opposition instructions on. And we are going to bring Iwabuchi in for Fujioka. Swap him and Sakada over. And I'm debating about Pufflet. I really am. Because I don't know whether I go. I think I'm bringing Miyazaki in for him. Right. We've got Yoshimaru in goal. Akiyama left back. Kojima right back. Lee and Jay and Amori in the centre of defence. Kamamura and Mishima in the centre of midfield. Sakada and Iwabuchi out wide with Takagi and Miyazaki up top. Let's get into this and let's get that win. We're playing against Reinberg. We should be beating these. We're at home as well. I'm trying to convince myself more than anybody else, I think, at the moment. But here we go. Highlight from kickoff. We have a habit of conceding inside the first 10 minutes and they've just won the ball back from us. So that's probably what's going to happen here by the looks of it. Passing it forward. Nope, we've won the ball back. That's good. Amori now. Come on, let's build something to Kamamura. Ball over the top but doesn't reach its destination, basically. And Reinberg have the ball back. We then win it back. Miyazaki gives it to Sakada, just about. Sakada coming forward. Finds Kojima. Kojima puts the ball in and it's a goal. Yes, it is. It's an own goal from Yuki Suzuki. I love that name. Oh, we've got a under-18s manager. I have to tell you about him at the end of this episode as well. His name is great. I love it. Oh, that's 2-0. Ko Miyazaki with the goal. We're 2-0 up inside the first 4 minutes against Reinberg. I think Iwaki, right, what we will do actually, we don't necessarily need our formation on here. We know what it is. Let's have the latest scores. Iwaki 1-0 up against Osaka in the 3rd minute of the game. So it's not going to help us win this league. But we have the ball again in the next highlight. Here's Takagi to Sakada. Sakada's going through and the shot's just gone over the bar. Where was this performance against Iwaki? Like, seriously. Brian Vecker 1-0 up against Totori. 20 minutes gone. We're 2-0 up after them 2 goals in the first 4 minutes of the game. Goalkeeper's gone long again. I don't like it when he goes long. The ball ends up with Reinberg, which is what always happens when he goes long with his goal kick. Ball over the top, but it comes to Yoshimaru and he can safely collect it. Right, short kick. That's what we ask you to do. Well done. Here's Iwabuchi to Mishima. Iwabuchi has it back again, but loses it. He was kind of running into nowhere with it then. They're coming forward. 25 minutes and it's 2-1. No linesman's flag. It is going to stand. Reinberg have halved the deficit. That is not great. Mito are 2-0 up, by the way. We've got a player laying down on the ground at the moment. He's up now, though. So it's a free kick to us. Is this going to be Sakada taking the free kick? Yes, it is. He'll probably go for goal here. Oh, he does and scores. Oh, that is incredible. A little roly-poly as well. We never see goals from direct free kicks. What a time to pull one out the bag and to reinstate that 2-goal lead. If we just have no more highlights, just no more highlights, keep it at 3-1, that will be lovely. But it's obviously not going to be the case. Here come Reinberg. We win the ball back. Well done from Sakada. Here's Miyazaki to Sakada. Finds Takagi, the target man, of course. Sakada with it. Sakada. Oh, it's over the bar. He's the man. If anyone's going to make something happen, it will be him. Iwaki are now 2-0 up, so it does look like they are going to win this league at a canter. Well, I say at a canter by 1 point. But yeah, if we had beaten Iwaki or even got a draw against them, we would have actually won this league. That's a frustrating thing. And I need to stop talking as though this game's already won, because it's not. It's only half time. 3-1 up though. Brian Vecker 3-0 up against Totori. I think they've got someone's just picked up a hat-trick in that game. Here's Akiyama on the left-hand side. Puts the ball into the box. It was a poor delivery and it goes straight to their goalkeeper. End the highlight. End the highlight. No? Okay. He goes for a massive kick upfield. That was... See, why is it when they give the ball to us from a goal kick, we just give it straight back? It don't happen the other way round. Oh, it's nearly 3-2. 40 minutes to go. 40 minutes until we get potentially promoted. If we do drop to a draw in this game, we are going to drop down a couple of places. Reinberg have the ball back again. I don't like these highlights. Just... Oh, and Yoshimaru's fumbled it. Oh, it's gone out for a corner by the looks of it. Yoshimaru actually made a pig's ear of that attempt to catch the ball. Toyama are now 1-1 against Roylek, by the way. Ball into the box. Can we just not have highlights, please? Can we stop with the highlights? Can we just have one of those games where it's just no highlights now, please? Oh, the shot's blocked. Sakada can now bring it away. There's a counter-attack on here. Yeah, I think he's gone... I mean, he went too early with the ball to Iwabuchi, I have to say. But we're picking up quite a few yellow cards. We're going to make some substitutions. Or, sorry, they're picking up a lot of yellow cards, not us. Right, we're going to leave our front men as they are because they're doing pretty decent at the moment. We're going to take Mishima off for Mashida. And I don't really want to make any more changes because... they're not overly tired yet, so I think we'll just leave it at that, to be fair. I don't want to invite trouble if we don't need to. It is saying to take Akiyama off because he's a yellow card away from a suspension. I don't really care, to be honest. It's the last game of the season. Yes, he might miss the first game of next season, but so what? Right, they have the ball acres of space, and oh, they've missed it. You kind of feel if this was against Iwaki or Brian Vecker that a couple of these chances would have actually gone in by now. Right, we are going to make a couple of changes. We will take Akiyama off for Akiniwa. And I think we also will take We're going to take Sagada. No, we're going to take Iwabuchi off for Fujioka. Swap them over. And probably that's going to be it for now. I'm looking at taking Lee and Jay off, purely because he's the more tired of the centre-backs. Oh, we're about to get promoted. 5 minutes to go. Promotion is on the cards. We're going to do it. We're actually got 3 minutes to be added on. We are promoted. We are in the J2 League next season, folks. And there it is. The final whistle has gone. A 3-1 win at home against Reinberg. That is beautiful. Absolutely delicious. We won't be in the playoffs on Monday. It will be a transfer special for the J2 League. I thought I said we secured a playoff spot. I was like, there you go. Fukushima promoted to the J2 League. Oh, this has been amazing. I must admit I was very nervous after the defeat against Iwaki, thinking it's clearly not going to happen. Miyazaki set for gut. Oh, we've got the budgets, folks. We have got the budgets. Bear in mind, we've got, what, 26,000 in the wage budget at the moment? No transfer budget. We need this to be decent if we're going to stand a chance of staying in the J2 League next season. Let's have a look at our budgets. Transfer budget of 1.19 million with 39,000 in the wage budget. Oh, folks, we can certainly put a lot of this into wage budget, I'm hoping. Let's just... So we're on 1.194 at the moment. I mean, we could potentially have £62,000 in the wage budget. Why don't it let me go back to what it was? But anyway, that'll do. So we've got, as it is at the moment, we've got £1 million in the transfer budget, 42 basically £1,000 in the wage budget. If you look at our committed spending, which is currently 438, that means we have what, £16,500 in the wage budget for next season. Oh, Monday's transfer special is going to be lovely. It's going to be a lot of fun. Fukushima confirmed best ever J League 3 finish. You are welcome. I've been praised by the faithful, as I should be. Also by the board. The board are delighted. Iwaki Crown Chat, we don't talk about that in these parts. Fukushima received 13,000 and Lee and Jay's had a bonus of nearly £5,000 for getting promotion. So looking at the finances as well, we have got nearly 500,000 in the bank. Not that that's really my problem, but it's always nice to see. Dynamics are decent. Team cohesion is very good. Good club atmosphere. Very good managerial support. If we also look at the squad in terms of contract expiry, our backup goalkeeper is going to be leaving. Akinira will be leaving. He's not good enough to stick around. Lee and Jay, I think we do have to say goodbye to him. It's sad because he's been here for 2 seasons. The 2 full seasons we've had, he's been here. And he's been really good. But he's 33 years old. He's as slow as a slug. And we can probably use that £1,300 much better. Nagano will be leaving as well, as will Shibata. Suzu will also be leaving. Again, I'll be sad to see him go, but he needs to, I think. And then the rest of the squad we've actually got here for next season. So we'll have most of the squad here, but we're going to be adding some key and some good additions as well. So that will be Monday's episode. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you again on Monday for the next episode of the Unemployed Journeyman, which will be a transfer special. I'll also see you Sunday if you stick around for the next rebuild episode. But until then, have a great weekend. Hope the sun's out for you. And thank you very much for watching.